So Firebase is a suite of tools by Google, and it allows you to do a bunch of clever things. So you can host your website, you can have a database, you can have authentication. In the previous session, we did a bunch of authentication stuff, so that'd be cool if anyone's interested in that to go check that out. But here, you just want to have a Gmail account, log in, and click on Add Project. And once we click on Add Project, you just need to give it a name. So in this case, we'll go ahead and call it Netflix clone. There we go, Netflix clone. Awesome. And this you can enable or disable based on if you want Google Analytics. There we go. Nice. So now we're setting up our backend. So right now for today, what we're going to be using Firebase for is for the deployment of the app so that we can actually host it. So when you guys were actually checking out the link that we had previously, which was this one, so you can see it on the screen. So the one that I'm highlighting at the moment on the code panel, that link is actually a real link. So that's a real link that's been deployed, and we used Firebase to do that. Which is really, really powerful, and it allows you to pretty much get the app up and running and live is really, really quick. So yeah, nice. Let's go ahead and click continue. And now what we're going to do is if you just tap that little web icon at the top.
I will. And just to be very clear, we're now set up Firebase hosting, right?
Yeah. So now we're setting up Firebase hosting.
Keep going. Netflix clone.
And then here we say Netflix clone, and then you want to tick that little box, yeah.
Okay, so
let's register up. Okay, so the next step where it says add Firebase SDK, we don't need to worry about that because we're using node modules, but this step you do need. So you want to go ahead, copy that, and then go to your terminal. So I think let's open up a new terminal and do that command, yeah. So you just simply enter that command. I think it might not work. So if it doesn't work, you might have to add sudo. So whenever you install something with -G, you need to actually have admin rights. You need to write sudo, and sudo basically gives you admin rights, so which is why it asks for your password, and then you pretty much run that command, and everything should work as it needs to.
Now, guys, we will be moving on to deploying to Firebase. So we'll be hosting our app online.
So yeah, let's go ahead, and I think we don't actually even need to go into Firebase console at this point because we set things up earlier.
Yeah,
we can just go into our terminal. Yeah, we can go into our terminal. And here we can pretty much, so let's open a terminal and then let's cancel. Most people, if you haven't done it, you're going to have to just run Firebase Login. So in our case, Firebase Logout. Yep, so we're going to log out to show you guys. So you need to run a command to say Firebase Login, and that will pretty much, so Devin Gray said, is there some fancy CD, CI, Git related setup for deploying to Firebase? So actually it's super clean, and you're going to see it right now. All you have to do is Firebase Login is the first step, and then what we need to do is pretty much go ahead and go to the terminal and do Firebase init. Right. So this is the bit that we have to be quite careful about, guys. We have to make sure we do it very carefully and correctly. So let's go down to hosting, and let's go enter, and let's go use an existing project. And you want to make sure you find the right one, so Netflix clone. There we go. And here you need to make sure you type in build. Yeah, it has to be build for React, guys. Yeah. So you make sure that that is build, and you don't just spam the enter key, because this is really important configuration.
Yeah, I always find myself spamming the enter key, so that's important. Build right over here, guys. Pay attention.
Yeah. So make sure that's build. And then what you want to do is, for the next step, you need to configure it as a single page app. So you're going to put Y. Exactly.
Yeah, so that's another important thing. So put, yeah, that's a, let me actually, just in case it's not visible there, just put Y,
yeah,
and hit enter.
Yeah, exactly. And then enter, and then that's it. So that's all the configuration done. And now we have two things. So most people actually end up deploying it, but they see this default Firebase page, and that's because you need to run npm run build. If you just open up the directory, Qazi, and we can show everyone what this is actually going to do. So yeah, open up build, so you can see now. So right now the build is empty. It has like a plain index HTML.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's empty. You'll get to this point and it will just have some one file in it, which is nothing. So at this point you want to do npm run build.
And you will see what will happen once we actually type that command in, is this will start to build out right here.
Yeah. And what we need to do is, what this is doing, guys, is it builds a production-ready build of your React bundle. So like your React app is basically stripping out the developer stuff, like the hot reloading, all the expensive sort of stuff that takes up a lot of space and stuff. Like we don't need that in the actual production build. So when it goes online, we just need it to be as lightweight as possible, right? We need to be as lightweight and just quick as possible. So that's it. So everything goes into that build folder, and then we set up Firebase to deploy it from that build folder. So I think we can get ready for this big release now. So we can say Firebase.
Here we go,
deploy.
guys. Are you guys ready for this? We're about to deploy this app online, and all the hard work that we have done up until now is gonna pay off, and you are gonna get access to this app, and you will be able to actually use it right now. All right, let's check it out. I'm gonna hit enter. Vamos, we're getting let's go in all kinds of languages. That's what I'm talking about. Lauren, John. All right, it's deploying. It's deploying.
That's it, dude.
And hold on, I think it just deployed.
That's it. I think we're live.
Let's go. All right, let me actually click this now. Hopefully it doesn't
Let me drop
crash.
that in the link. Let me drop that in there. So
there it is, guys. That's what we just built.
nice. I dropped it in the chat. Go check it out, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think, and give it a resize. Try and break it. You know, play around with it a bit.